Imagine immortality, life forever. The world has advanced, technology advanced. We are at a point now we can replace our bodies. We can enhance, thus extend life permanently. All body parts expendable, upgradable. Our minds even replaceable. Your memories can be stored on a server. If something happens to your physical self, you can upload your mind into another being, another instance of you. The robots, once human, have done this. They value immortality, but are they even truly alive anymore? The hybrids, they live in harmony with technology. They value quality of life, progression, balance. They enhance their bodies, but cling to the belief that humanity is not ready to modify the mind. The organics, they remain truly human and only use technology in the form of tools to aid their human form. Be it convention, tradition, religion, or other reasons, these people protect their bodies from enhancements. One thing is certain, society is divided into three factions in the midst of an existential crisis. How much will you give up to the new ways of melding man and machine? Welcome to the world of Transcendence. Transcendence is a third-person strategy survival game where players must confront existential questions about humanity in an age where technology has progressed past natural human limits. The game takes place in a world with a wide range of diverse characters and environments. All players start as fully human, unaligned with the faction, and lacking powerful technology. From here, player choice begins to influence all facets of the game. Decisions will have an impact on character appearance, combat abilities, story paths, playable environments, and even the genre of the game. Who will you trust? Who will you help? Who will you fight for? The player's first step in finding their answers comes when choosing a faction. The introductory stages of the game will provide the player with contact from members of all three factions. This allows the player to explore their options and gain knowledge about each faction's combat styles, ideologies, and other differences. Ultimately, the player must align with one faction. If the player decides to remain completely organic, they must prioritize stealth over open combat, as organic humans value their one physical body and can't repair themselves in the same way that the robots can. Though organics cannot attain the power granted from replacing limbs or going entirely robotic, they still use defensive and offensive technology that does not require sacrificing their humanity. Because of their self-imposed limits on enhancements, the organics focus on speed, stealth, and theft abilities. Here, you can see an organic player staying hidden from a powerful enemy. The player then activates a cloaking device to keep from being seen, just one of the many stealth upgrades available for the organics. Players who enjoy deep strategy and games within the stealth genre will gravitate toward the organic path. On the other hand, players who value a more action-oriented game experience are likely to take the robotic path. Fully robotic players lack the speed and precision of the other factions, but make up for it in terms of sheer power. As robotic players progress through the game, they gain access to increasingly powerful offensive weapons. This, coupled with the ability to repair each individual body part, allows fully robotic players to be more daring in combat. Here, you see a robotic player struggling with an enemy before stealing the enemy's weapon. The player then uses the powerful new weapon to obliterate the opponent. For players that prefer a more balanced mix of stealth and action, the hybrid path is a natural fit. The hybrids are better equipped for direct combat than the organics, but should remain more cautious than the robots, as their remaining human body parts are still vulnerable. Hybrid players rely on weapons that stun or incapacitate, traps, and environmental positioning to remain alive in combat scenarios. Here, you see a hybrid player luring an enemy into a trap. Once the enemy has been stunned by the trap, the player can safely target the enemy's weak point. Utilizing the hybrid player's patience and strategy, their opponent doesn't stand a chance. The story truly begins after the player joins a faction. Your faction choice determines the playable game missions and game environments, as there are 3 separate storylines, one per faction. Throughout these various game missions, the player is taken on a journey through diverse environments. From the neon, urban sprawl of cities populated by robots and hybrids, to the lush, underground gardens where the organics hide away, the stark contrast between the cities and gardens reinforces the theme of nature versus technology. As the player is progressing through missions, the world changes. Nature is being represented less and less to show the exponential increases in technology. At the same time, all factions are gaining power through the use of this technology. Then, a few missions deep, the player learns of new, cutting-edge tech that was thought not to be possible for a number of years, the AI core. Throughout the game, more and more is revealed of the true nature and potential power of the AI core. It is revealed to the player that the AI core is a computer chip that could allow a human to fully transcend into a robot with human consciousness, the ability to transcend humanity. This quickly becomes a valuable commodity for all factions to acquire. In order to become strong enough to secure the AI core, the player must first obtain new technology and abilities, as well as build up faction relations. Upon gaining access to the core, the player's story will conclude. Each faction intends to use the core differently, resulting in 3 distinct endings. The robots, wanting immortality, will simply use the core to transcend into fully conscious robots. After gaining and studying the powerful technology, the robots learn that the AI core is the key to transcendence and must be applied before any other brain enhancement in order to maintain consciousness. That is, the AI core is the first piece of technology to allow real transcendence. Robots with previously enhanced minds are just artificial constructs of human brains and are not truly conscious. They have lost the ability to truly transcend as a result of their haste. Since the loss of humanity is no longer a concern, robots feel there is no need to remain organic at all, and begin to force everyone to use the AI core. The hybrids have been patient and have yet to fully enhance. Accessing the AI core allows them to safely modify their mind and transcend, as it does to the robots. However, the hybrids still believe in balance and value living out a full human life. Instead of immediately upgrading, they set up the AI core to transcend their minds when they die. The hybrids do not require the core to be used by anyone, but if desired, allow it to be used after human death. The organics still believe strongly against augmenting or enhancing, especially using the AI core. Upon accessing the core, they discover that it does indeed work, which they deem unacceptable. In order to dissuade people from transcending, the organics stage an experiment that makes the public believe that the AI core does not work. Organics still desire that humans do not enhance, and some organics want humans to move on to the afterlife upon death. Regardless of player story path, we wanted to end the story in a believable way, where the importance is placed on questions of technology and ethics rather than dominance through violence. Although important to have fully developed endings, we also wanted to leave the player with more to ponder. All in all, Transcendence is a game that transcends the game. Yes, it provides a fulfilling gameplay experience in a uniquely crafted world. Moreover, it draws attention to deeper experiences and moral questions that are experienced and answered by the player in the real world today. You now have a decision to make. Just like the first humans faced the decision to augment, giving something up for an unknown quantity can be difficult and frightening, but ultimately, only those brave enough to take the leap see the greatest returns. With your help, we can create a game that players will remember for the rest of their lives. Thank you.